I spoke to 5 robotics software engineers, reviewed 3 online courses offered by Udacity and Coursera, and looked at several job descriptions to bring you this step-by-step roadmap on becoming an AV or self-driving car engineer. If you're new here, my name is Sina. I'm a surgical robotics software engineer, and please note this guide is a comprehensive guide and does not necessarily mean you have to learn or master all the skills listed in this roadmap. And before we start, shout out to Carissa, Saina, Anchor, Ahmed, and Sai for reviewing and providing feedback on this roadmap. Step 1, learn math and physics. And yes, again, step 1 is math. And you need to learn the following topics: probability and statistics, linear algebra, geometry and trigonometry, as well as calculus. But why do you need to learn math? Well, first of all, you may get questions on math such as linear algebra during the interview. If you think I'm making this up, please check out this video or this on Glassdoor. A strong understanding of probability and statistics, including the Bayes theorem and probability distribution, is essential for developing algorithms that make decisions based on sensor input and for modeling the behavior of the objects in the environment. Calculus and linear algebra are used in developing machine learning, computer vision, control, and sensor fusion algorithms in autonomous vehicles. Also, if you're planning to get into motion planning and control side of things, you may need to learn dynamics. I won't spend a lot of time learning it at this point, and this can be more of on-the-job training for you. I put together an 18-page guide with everything from online courses to books, YouTube playlists, and research papers to go hand in hand with this video. You can buy it on my website, or if you're my YouTube channel member or a paid newsletter subscriber, you will be able to download it for free. Either way, it's a great way to support my work and help me keep making awesome content for you guys. Link is in the description box. Check it out. By the way, you can check out the description box for all the resources we discussed in this video. You can also check out our website to get more up-to-date resources on some of these skills and topics that we discussed in this video. Step 2, master C++ and learn Python. C++ is the on-vehicle programming language, meaning most software programs and tools that run on the autonomous vehicle are written in C++. Python is the language for things that are not run on vehicle. Don't believe me? Hear it from the co-founder and CTO of Zoox, the Amazon self-driving car company.
So the most common programming language we use at Zoox are C++ and Python. C++ mostly for things that run on vehicle, and Python mostly for things that don't, but there's some of everything. Actually, I think the most important thing is not that you need to learn a particular language or library. We actually, when we interview candidates, we do less of like, oh, do you know this specific piece of syntax? There's a little bit of that, but it's more like, how do you think, right? Can you write an algorithm to solve this problem in your favorite programming language? Or, let's think about system design and system architecture. So
C++ is mainly used for its speed and efficiency, making it ideal for developing real-time systems that require high performance. Python is the programming language for machine learning algorithm development, and it's used for its ease of use and flexibility, making it ideal for developing and testing algorithms as well as for data processing, visualization, and analysis. Also, just wanted to mention that some self-driving car companies ask trivia type questions on C++ during their interviews. So master C++ and be ready for all sort of questions on C++. Step 3, learn DSA, short for data structures and algorithms. Okay, so DSA. While DSA is the core of computer science, many may argue that DSA is not used a lot on the job. But I can tell you that DSA is the key to cracking the interview process. If you want to get that dream job, you must master DSA. To practice DSA, you can use platforms like LeetCode and crush at least 50 interview coding problems. So you may ask, what is LeetCode? LeetCode is basically a website used by many software engineer applicants to prep for the coding interview. Step 4, which is also a very fun step, learn computer vision and machine learning. Computer vision and machine learning are essential for perception, which allows self-driving cars to perceive and interpret their surroundings using various sensors such as cameras. Computer vision and machine learning are also used for object detection and recognition to detect and recognize various objects in the environment, including road lanes, other vehicles, pedestrian traffic signs, and lights. Machine learning techniques, including deep learning, reinforcement learning, and imitation learning, are massively utilized in self-driving car development and are used for predicting the behavior of objects, path planning, decision making, safety and risk management, behavioral cloning, and more. Here are a couple of libraries that you can start playing with and learn: OpenCV, TensorFlow, PyTorch, and Keras. Imitation learning, or end-to-end AI, allows self-driving cars to learn by observing human drivers, helping them handle complex situations more effectively. Waymo, Google's self-driving unit, combines imitation learning with reinforcement learning to improve safety in challenging scenarios. Other companies like London-based startup Wave and Chinese giants Xpeng and Huawei, did I pronounce it correctly? Regardless, are using this approach to make autonomous cars drive more like humans. Step 5. Learn digital signal processing, or DSP, and sensor fusion. Self-driving cars rely on various sensors such as cameras, LiDAR, radar, and ultrasonic sensors to perceive the environment. DSP techniques are used to process the raw sensor data and extract meaningful information from them. This involves tasks like noise reduction, filtering, feature extraction, signal fusion, and sensor calibration. Sensor fusion is the process of combining data from multiple sensors to create a more accurate and comprehensive understanding of the environment or a system. Make sure you learn common filter, extended common filter, as they are used widely for sensor fusion in the development of self-driving cars. If you're interested in specializing in sensor fusion, please check out the description box, as I provided a link to a certificate online program that you can complete. Step 6. Learn localization and mapping. Localization refers to determining the vehicle's exact location on the map. Mapping refers to reconstructing a model of the space surrounding the vehicle. Localization and mapping enables autonomous vehicles to understand their environment and navigate effortlessly. But how? Algorithms like ICP and NDT work their magic. ICP, which stands for Iterative Closest Point, aligns point cloud data with maps, refining the car's position through iteration. NDT, which stands for Normal Distribution Transform, estimates the vehicle's location using a smart model. Combined with SLAM, which stands for Simultaneous Localization and Mapping Techniques, these algorithms ensure safe and efficient autonomous navigation. Please check the description box for a good book on localization and mapping. Step 7. Learn motion planning. Knowledge of motion planning, including ASR search and Dijkstra algorithms, is essential for planning the trajectory of autonomous robot vehicle and for avoiding obstacles in the environment. Motion planning involves efficiently selecting the trajectory that a self-driving vehicle will follow, taking into account observations, prediction of dynamic actors, and static constructs from HD maps. Examples of some of the classical motion planning algorithms used in autonomous vehicles or robot cars include MPPI, Model Predictive Path Integral, PRM, Probabilistic Roadmap, RRT, Randomized Rapidly Exploring Random Trees, and yes, you heard it right, randomized and random in the same name. We get it, RRT, you're unpredictable. And finally, step 8, learn control system design. PID, which stands for Proportional Integral Derivative, MPC, Model Predictive Control, and LQR, Linear Quadratic Regulator, are fundamental and classical control techniques used in self-driving cars to make sure they drive smoothly and accurately. It helps the vehicle stay on the desired path by adjusting things like the gas pedal, steering wheel, and brakes based on how the car is actually moving compared to how it should be moving. This keeps the car safe and helps it perform well in different driving conditions. All right, we have two more steps which are mainly optional, or you can call them bonus steps. One of them is learning software development lifecycle with a focus on risk management and safety. And the other one is learning ROS. Software development lifecycle with a focus on risk management and safety assurance is crucial in self-driving car development. This includes software requirements, software design documentation, understanding industry standards and guidelines, designing for safety and reliability, and testing, verification, and validation. It's important to have a thorough understanding of the software development lifecycle and its impact on safety and risk management, as well as experience with safety critical systems development and compliance with safety standards such as ISO 26262 and ASPICE, which stands for Automotive Software Process Improvement and Capability Determination. Robot Operating System ROS1 and ROS2 are used in self-driving car development due to its modular and standardized approach. It integrates different components, facilitates communication, and offers tools for sensor integration, data processing, perception, and control. However, please note that not all AV companies use ROS, and some may only use it for internal projects.